Okay, everybody. Matthew back with you. So, as I said, we're going to start on this little Tamiya Porsche here. And I've already went ahead and got everything unpacked. It's hours after my video I just put up with the Ford. So, I already got them unpacked, looking at it. And it looks pretty decent. I'm going to deepen some of the mold lines. There's a little mark right across the cab there you can see. But other than that, there's not too many mold lines. Just a couple going across the back. It's relatively clean, and with right on the inside there you can see. I thought it was going to be a typical Tamiya kit, and be a nice, quick, easy build. I mean, it's only got about 10 parts. It's a curbside, which I've never built a curbside before, and I don't usually like to mess with these molded in things, so I'm not really sure how to go about painting that, but yeah, we'll figure it out. And so there's one parts tree. You can see how many parts is on that. And then here's the other parts tree, and that's all the parts there is. So, well, except for the glass, and there's this bottom cover that's for whatever reason is clear. I'm not sure why, but there's nothing to show underneath, obviously. But I went and started without you. And I'm starting on the, we'll start on the body first again. And to find my spot here. Yeah, there. I start with this wing, and I'm obviously already disappointed. The fit for the wing was not what I would call a typical Tamiya. Of course, there's where you put these two halves together. It left a seam line around there, so I've got that filled. There's a couple of dimples in the sides of the wing. You can probably see that in the sides of the wing. The seam line where the two parts went together, so I've got that all filled. But the parts that go together just don't fit real well. And there was a big chunk of plastic on each side of this little nub that was just a bulk piece of plastic that really kept it from fitting. It really made a big hole. This side over here, so I've got that trimmed off, sanded this down some. This side fits pretty decent. This side I never was able to get it to fit correctly. So it left a sizable hole in the side of it there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. I can just make it out. So somehow I've got to fill that. You might be able to see it better under there. So I don't know if I'll try and fill it from the back side just to make, because it'll be black, just to make the hole disappear, or what I'll do. But I'm going to go ahead and attach this now. It shows it doing it. You can see after the car's all built. Attaching it then, but I'm going to go ahead and attach it now. Of course, put this top spoiler on, and that way I can go ahead and sand the body, get that all done, and complete the body, which will be painting it and decaling it. And get that all done first, then go back and build the rest of the car up to the body. So what I have to do now is just see if this is ready to sand. See if we can get rid of some of this mold line here. So let me see what I can do with that. And we'll probably go back to our fast stuff here. I do want to thank everybody for the great comments on the Ford video, and everybody for sticking with me for the duration of that video. And I want to thank whoever left me the thumbs down. That's great. Hey, at least you watched the video. I appreciate that. Even though you apparently didn't care if I was still alive or not, at least you watched the video. That's all that matters. I appreciate that. And we will keep going with some more videos and see where we can get from there. And get a piece of paper out here. Now we'll just go ahead and shut up and we'll fast forward from here on out. So you can see I've got the wing, got the wing sanded, got it all filled, smoothed down, looks pretty nice. I did go ahead and attach it, and as I was saying before, it had those issues of not really filling. So I had to take a piece of my clear, I keep this clear thin stuff here, and I cut a little piece of that and put on the inside here to fill that in. Then when I go back and paint that, it should all look nice. Of course, when I was holding it here, glued some backside. Of course, I had nice fingerprints here on this side. Had to take that all back out. And again, for to me, a kid, I've really had a lot of problems fitting this wing. Some of it was self-made, as you can see here with all this white stuff. But other than that, the rest of it was all just to fit a shoe with the wing. I still got a little hole here, but I think once everything's done, blacked out, it should go away. So this all level across here now. I've done my panel line scribing on this line around here. Of course, my scriber on my fourth pass across, I had a bunch of plastic buildup on the end of the scriber, which made it jump out and made a mark across here. So I got that filled. And let's see, as I was coming around a curve here, it ran out, and a couple places there. So I got that filled all up. And then we'll take care of those scratches. I got the fingerprints out, and that shall be taken care of here momentarily. And then we will fit this upper wing to its little supports that are laying here somewhere, if I haven't lost them right by now. I do that occasionally, which I've probably just now done. But anyway, they're in the house. So I just heard a dog jumping on something. So She may be eating the other parts of the wings right now. So if she is, I'll have to fill these little indents and do away with the wing, or cut the wing down and make it lower. But I hope she's not eating those. Well, that was one of the sports. She's not eating the other sport. Anyway, so that's where we're at. I'm going to keep working on this and get those. Come on, sheet. Oh, zippy tie. Of course, zippy tie. Go ahead and get this finished up. And then we'll start doing the mold lines. I'll come back when I start doing mold lines on the rest of the car. So let me go ahead and get this finished. You don't watch me finish sanding this a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll be right back. So I went ahead after I got the primer sanded down. I'm sorry, the filler sanded down, and washed the back half of the car. Sprayed some primer on just so I could check all the areas, and they all need a lot of work yet. You can see the dimple still showing here. The scratch that was here is still showing. The scratch up here is still showing. The dimple there is still showing a little bit. And of course, where it was filled all along here is still showing. So we still have to go back and work on all these areas some more. But that's what the primer stage is for. So this wing is really, I'm glad I went ahead and did not follow the instructions, which is just put it together and put it on the car. So yeah. So onward and upward. I'll be back with a little bit more. So more sanding, more filling. Okay, so a couple bits of good news. I believe I finally have this stupid fin ready to go. Looks pretty good. That was the last little bit of filler I had to put in, sand down, a little hole there popped up. And just needs to be reprimed again. Bad news is I lost the lettering that was inside the little emblem here, but I kept the line. I kept cleaning that line out. But there is decals that go there, and has the GT wrote on it, the red decals. So I will have that. So they'll still look the same on both sides. I kept the line, so it looks the same. I have these little kind of look like little SB cards or whatever. I've got those cleaned up and they're ready to go. On the sides, I've just been taking the primer out, so those are ready to go on the sides now to attach the wing. I believe I'm at that stage now. I still have to clean the wing up. I can go ahead and glue these on, and then I can attach the wing after I clean that up. Once I figure out how the wing attaches, if that's the right wing. I have two wings in here. Yeah. I think that's the wing. Yeah, that's more like the right wing. I tell you, I cut the wrong one off the screw, and I couldn't figure out where the other one went. I think this is the correct wing. The other one has a attaches on the ends somehow or something. So I get the correct wing here. And then the other bit of good news is my new cutters came today. So I was able to throw the other ones away. And these are the new Gundam Planets I was telling you about. They have a nice sharp-ish point on them. They work fine. And so I kept the little God hand leather case to keep them in. And So I'm going to go ahead and start attaching these now, and I will come right back when I have that attached. Okay, so we get the wing done, and we'll make this the last little segment that I put together for the video this time. You can see we have I just got done spraying with primer, so it has to be wet sanded and all that stuff, so there's little bits of fuzz here and there. We have the lower wing is all done. I attached the upper wing. We have that in primer. It all looks really good. Now yeah, I went ahead and filled the 2 holes, went all the way through, and you can see there's still just an end in them there, and a little bit there, which I wanted. On the regular kit and on the instructions, it shows them leaving that those holes open, and you can see even here on the model they're open. And so what I'm going to do is I have some bolt head details. I'm going to put a bolt head, or nut head, one, whichever, over top of where those are, so I'm going to use those as an indicator. So it actually looks like that center part bolts in. You know, like the bolt goes in, holds it in. And so I'm going to use those indicator marks for that. Just put a bolt head over that. And that'll be done once the car's all done and cleared and whatnot. So I was kind of happy with the way that came out. I went ahead and got a wash primed. And of course, when I sand it, I see some spots here where I want to go back over and do a little bit of cleanup. I don't know if I can get it to focus there so you can see that or not. And you see a little roughness there around the panel line. So I have to clean that up because I went through and deepened all the panel lines. So I have to go back and clean that up, check all the other panel lines around, and make sure they're all clean. Give it a final sand down. And since the plastic is black and I'm painting it back black, I may not have to hit it with primer again. It's already dry. I may not have to hit it with primer again. I'll just sand it with my either 3 or 5,000, one or the other. I'm gonna try exact probably, and go from there. If I do go through the primer any place, then I'm not sure what that was. It was something in the door panel groove. There's a little spot there needs worked on in that groove. So if I go through any place, once I go over with the black, it should fill it in. So that's where I'm at now. So I'm going to go ahead and put all these little segments together and get you a little short video out here. Well, I'm thinking it's going to be short, but it'll probably end up being long. But that's where we're at with it so far. So thanks for watching.